Okay, so making your first $1,000 a month with AI. I know, it sounds kind of complicated, right? Maybe even a little impossible. But what if I told you it's actually way, way simpler than you think?
Yeah, that number right there, $1,000 a month. That's our target. Look, this isn't some random dream, okay? It is a real, tangible goal. And trust me, getting here, that's the first and honestly, the most crucial step to building something so much bigger. Look, I get it. There is so much noise out there, so much hype. So in this explainer, we are cutting straight through all of that. No fluff. I'm just going to give you a real, straightforward system that you can actually start using today. So what's really stopping most people from getting started? Well, it usually comes down to a few common myths. Let's tear them down right now. Okay, this right here, this flips the entire script. You've probably been told you need to be some kind of tech wizard, that you have to know how to code. But the reality? Nope, you don't need to code. You don't need years of experience. All you need is a simple system and the right tool for the job. That's literally it. You know, the real problem for most people isn't a lack of skill. It's this feeling, overwhelm. It's just too much. You see hundreds of different AI tools, endless videos about them, and you just have no idea where to even begin. And all that noise, it just paralyzes you, so you end up doing nothing at all. So to break through that feeling, you need a pretty fundamental shift in how you think. Seriously, think of this as your new superpower. It's the one thing that will completely change how you see this whole opportunity. And here's the shift. Stop thinking of AI as some kind of magic black box. It's not. It's just a tool. I mean, a crazy powerful tool for sure, but still just a tool. Think about it. A hammer is totally useless without someone there to swing it, right? Well, AI is the exact same. Its real power, that comes from you, the person who's actually using it. And that brings us to the simple formula you've got to burn into your brain. AI plus value equals money. See, AI by itself doesn't make money. You make money when you use AI to create value for someone else. The AI is just the engine, the accelerator. The value you create, that's the actual product. All right, so how do you actually create that value? Let's get into the good stuff, the practical stuff. Here's path number 1, and honestly, it's probably the easiest way to start. Becoming an AI-assisted content creator. Just think about it for a second. Every single business out there needs content. Every single day. We're talking about a massive, absolutely endless market. You can use free tools like ChatGPT to help them write social media posts, whip up video scripts, or even brainstorm a whole month of content ideas. The key here isn't that you're creating from scratch, it's that you're using AI to deliver what they need 10 times faster. Okay, path number 2 kind of builds on that idea. Maybe you already have a skill. Maybe you're a writer or an editor, or you dabble in design. Well, this path is all about using AI to supercharge the skills you already have. Just imagine finishing a writing project in like half the time it normally takes, or editing a huge document in just a fraction of the time. When you use AI to get that much faster, you can take on more clients without having to work more hours. It's simple math. More speed equals more clients, which means more income. All right, now our third path, this is where things get really interesting. Because instead of just trading your time for money, you're going to use AI to create a digital product one time and then sell it over and over and over again. What am I talking about? Well, for example, you could create a pack of amazing ChatGPT prompts specifically for real estate agents, or maybe a whole set of social media templates for local coffee shops using Canvas AI, or even just a simple beginner-friendly guide to a popular AI tool. The point is, you do the work once, up front, and you create an asset that literally makes you money while you sleep. Okay, so those are 3 fantastic paths to get started, but hold on. Before we jump into the action plan, we have to talk about the single biggest mistake that stops almost every beginner in their tracks. And trust me, avoiding this is just as important as picking the right path. This right here is the dream killer. People get so trapped in what's called analysis paralysis. They try to learn every single AI tool, watch every YouTube tutorial, and learn every single strategy. And you know what happens? They never actually start. They spend months and months learning and 0 time actually doing. So, how do we avoid that trap? Simple. We use a clear, actionable plan. This is your roadmap for the next 4 weeks. No crazy, complicated steps. Just pure, simple focus on one thing, getting started.
So, here's the plan. It's super simple. Week 1, you're going to pick one path and one service. Just one. For example, I will use AI to make social media posts for local dentists. That's it. Week 2, you learn only the absolute basics you need for that one service. Nothing else. Week 3, this is the most important one, you make your first offer to a potential client. And in week 4, you focus on getting your first piece of feedback, which, by the way, is way more valuable than money when you're just starting out.
I want you to make this your new motto. Not perfect, just started. Seriously, your first offer is not going to be perfect. Your first project definitely won't be perfect. And you know what? That's not just okay. That is the entire point. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is just to get in the game. Because you can't improve something that you never started. Look, getting to that first $1,000 a month, that's the hardest part. That's your proof of concept. It proves to yourself that you can actually do this, that you can turn this into a real income stream. And once you have that foundation, once you have a system that works, then you can start using AI to scale it up, faster and faster. So that's the roadmap. No hype, no magic secrets, just a clear, simple path forward. The only question left is the one you see right there. Are you ready to stop learning and finally start doing?